Hi guys, welcome to Nikita Next Quest. We are in south of France in Saint-Raphael, and in today's video we'll tell you all about the transportation, how we traveled from India to France, how we booked the cabs, train, metro, everything. And this video will be divided into two sections. The first part will be the transportation and lodging about Paris. The second part will be all about south of France. So I have with me my husband Sumit,
Hello.
who has done all the booking and everything. So I'll hand it over to him. Yeah. So we'll start with part one, the how to travel from India to France. Yes.
So, traveling from India to France, as you might already know, requires a visa. It's a Schengen visa. You get access to travel anywhere across Europe and EU countries. There's a whole list of countries where you can access via the Schengen visa. Visa process in itself is fairly simple. We got it done via Bangalore. So Bangalore has an embassy, French
It was
embassy.
quite easy for us.
Yeah,
We heard that it takes time and all that, but we got
Three-
it in
three days.
three days. That was during weekend.
Yeah. So Bangalore has French embassy, so it was a little bit faster for us. And I think with the Olympic Games right around the corner, they were processing visas very easily and quickly. But anyways, it should be fairly simple. There's a whole list of documents and other videos which guide you through how to make your application and everything. So you can follow those. We followed a bunch of them. I will say this, that we created our own application. We did not go through any tour operator
Yes.
or
Yes.
anyone
Yes.
else. So it is possible. You can do it on your own. There is some minimal set of documents that are needed. I think there are a lot of other videos that you can use, but it is doable. That's what I'm saying. And we got a multi-entry visa. So that is valid up to January. So
Yes, so, but we are staying in France. We are not going here and there. But we
Yeah.
have done it for multiple countries in Europe.
So I think that's
And it's better that to avoid multiple country vacation.
yes,
This as
yes,
well.
yes. I agree. I think because Europe is unlike India. They are every country is very unique, and you can spend a lot of time there, especially in France. France is like
Even when
unique.
we stayed in Paris for
Yeah.
3 days, we thought
felt lesser.
we felt like we should have stayed for 2 weeks
Yeah.
at minimum to enjoy or know the.
Yeah. So it's very dense. The feeling might creep in to get the best bang for your money in terms of flight tickets by traveling to other countries, but you are traveling there to enjoy, experience the culture, probably get some new set of values or add some motivations. You're not there to just do a tick mark where you say I travel Germany, France, Spain. That's up to you. If you are into that thing, that's good for you. You can do that. We did not want to do that. We want to relax. We want to have a vacation, not a bucket list check thing. So that's the visa part. In terms of flight tickets, we did the direct flight, Air France from Bengaluru again. They operate directly from Bengaluru, so Bangalore to Paris. It's about 10 hours. We did tickets quite a time in advance. It did not cost us that much. There was also a rebate going on with the Olympics. So I think that worked out well for us. I'll add one thing over here. You do not need actual flight bookings to get visa. You can get those, I would not say fake or dummy flight bookings, and you can get through visa.
And they understand that as well, that we have not done the booking. And you cannot show them unless you have the plan.
Yeah.
You have the
you will not spend for two of us 2 lakh or 3 lakh on a flight ticket, and you're not even sure if you can travel to that country. They understand that.
Yes.
What you have to show the intent, and you have to show that you have enough resources and enough things tied to your home country so that you will come back. It's easier if you're applying as a couple.
Yeah.
But even if you're single, that should not be a problem. So we have covered visa, ticketing. We did Air France, 10 hours flight. It was okay. It was not bad.
Not for people who have joint problem.
Yes.
If you have joint problem, then book the business class or premium economy.
Yeah.
So that way you'll have some leg space.
Yeah.
But the food was good. Even air hostess I liked. They
Yeah.
were better than Indian air hostess in terms of hospitality.
Yes.
They took care of us. They were like taking rounds, giving water, taking out the garbage.
Yeah.
Like I got the motherly feeling actually
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
them, and the fatherly feeling from the male air hostess. And
Yeah.
I see like we have very teenage kind of group in the air hostess department.
Yeah.
But here I've seen mature air hostess and air stewards,
Yeah.
which I really liked. They were like parents taking care of us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, air hostess scene in Indian Airlines is a little bit weird.
Juvenile.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
teenager,
Yeah. Yeah.
school
It's,
girls.
we
like
don't
that.
need.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't need very full caked up air hostess to take care of us
And they
in the
didn't
plane.
do much makeup as
Yeah.
well. They
We
were-
just need normal people whom we can communicate and express what we need.
Yes.
But that's a whole different thing how Indian Airlines do that. Air
The-
France was much better.
The food was good as well.
Food was good.
Food was good.
We opted for vegetarian because over here non-veg could mean beef. We don't eat beef. We also avoid pork. So that really limited our options. We didn't want to take risk. We went for a vegetarian meal, but there's a non-veg option as well if you guys are interested. So that is visa, flight, landing on the airport. So we landed at CDG Terminal 2E, Charles de Gaulle. That's the main airport in Paris.
The first impression which I've got of the airport is that it was like a Bareli airport. So in India, our airports are very extravagant.
Yeah.
They're very too much going here and there. So the airport was very simple, very like things which should have been there.
Yeah.
It was like a Bareli airport.
Yeah.
I got that feeling.
I mean, coming from Bengaluru Terminal 2, which is like, I mean, it looks great.
We are from Bareilly. My husband is from Bareilly. My family lives there. My parents-in-law.
So Charles de Gaulle is nothing fancy, but it has, they're very quick in terms of getting our luggage. We got our luggage as soon as we completed immigration. Immigration is fairly easy, and
easier than India.
Easier than India. So
easier than Maldives as well.
Yes, faster than
Russia.
Maldives.
And how was Russia?
Russia was also a little bit. They asked 1 or 2 questions. Over here, there were no questions. So immigration will not ask you any questions as such. Neither the Indian immigration nor the French immigration. The steward at the ground base in Bengaluru airport may ask you some things like your return ticket and your hotel bookings. So keep an e-copy of them. That should suffice. They're just doing a sanity check to ensure that you're coming back. But in most cases, an e-copy is should be good. They will just take a cursory glance at it and let you through. So coming to CDG. So we had pretty heavy bags with us because we were staying here for more than 2 weeks, for about 2 weeks. So we had a lot of luggage. We did not take the metro. Metro is a good option if you have less luggage. I think there's an RER. So there are 3 kinds of train in France. There is a metro, which is Paris, which is mainly Paris metro. There's RER, which is all over France, which is like intercity trains. And there is TGV, the Grand Vitesse. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. So they are mainly to travel also within France, but they are high-speed versions of those trains, and you can also travel to other countries like Spain or other things. So we came to CDG. We took a cab. There are 2 cab aggregators over here, Bolt and Uber. So traffic was a little chaotic. We opted for Uber. Bolt is usually cheaper, about 10% cheaper, but there are other charges which Bolt will incur. For example, waiting charges kick in very quickly as soon as the person has arrived at your location with Bolt. So it may end up same, but Bolt is more easily available. Uber, you may not find drivers, but Bolt may be available. But at the airport, we took Uber. And we experienced Paris.
It was 2 hours traffic jam because of the Olympics. And roads are beautiful. Everything was organized. Even traffic was flowing well. But suddenly our lane got stopped for 2 long hours.
Yeah.
Because of the Olympics, they have made strict rules that the commercial vehicles will go through only one lane.
VTC.
I'll put the clips.
Yeah.
For them.
So it was a 30-minute drive to our hotel, which was Passy Eiffel. It is, I think, in 14th arrondissement. 14th, I think.
6.
No, I think hotel is in 14th, but we'll check that. We'll put that info down. So it was a pretty good hotel, but it was a 35-minute drive, which extended up to
16 or 15?
Yeah, 15th or 16th arrondissement.
It's in the posh area of
Yeah,
Paris.
it's pretty good. Arrondissement are like small zones within Paris.
Blocks.
Yeah, it's like
First,
block.
second, third, like that you have.
So 15th is good, but arrondissement you can find other videos from people who have been living in Paris for much longer. They will be more informative. But so some magic is happening, and now you'll see us in light. We'll pause this video now.
So we are back. It's very hot. It's hotter than Indian summers.
It is very hot.
I'm drenched in sweat.
Okay, where were we? We were stuck in a traffic jam on our way to hotel.
Arrondissement basically.
Yeah, so arrondissement are blocks in Paris. They are used to organize basically metros and municipalities. I think it's generally said the first 10 arrondissement is better or are more touristy or posh. But I think where we live, 14th or 15th
16.
or 16th. 16th arrondissement is much.
15 or 16 it was. It was
Yeah, it was pretty good. So that was nice. Yeah, we reached the hotel. We had Louvre planned around that time, but that we had to
about hotel we can tell
move
you.
that out. Yeah.
Stay.
Yes, hotels in Paris are very small.
Very concise. You'll have everything. You'll have dryer. You'll have everything, but it's very small. It's like Barbie doll.
Yeah, it's like micro houses that you're living in.
And you have to drink the water of tap, which is in washroom. So there's no kitchen separately. In hotel usually it's not there.
Yeah.
But if you're coming from a place like India where we have separate kitchen or separate drinking water, first day or second day you might feel
better, but I
hot.
think yeah. So rooms are tiny,
but pretty, but very
but
cute.
very pretty. Ours
Aesthetically.
was like 10 minutes walk to
Eiffel Tower.
So
10 minutes
we also got a very good room with a balcony and a view of Eiffel Tower. You will.
And people are really good.
Yes.
So I heard about French people that they are not very serviceable. They are very rude and all that. But we had a very nice experience, from cab drivers to the hotel people
Yeah.
to the hotel even in restaurant.
Yeah.
So we were trying to speak French, but they were trying to speak English. So
Yes.
felt really good
Yeah.
that they were making effort and they were making us feel comfortable.
Yeah, unlike the popular narrative, French people are good. They're not overly.
They are introvert, however,
Yeah.
because we are also kind of introverts, not that much, but so we could understand that okay, so they are introverts, so therefore they are avoiding the conversation. But once you're having conversation with them, they'll put their heart out in explaining you things.
They're not overtly excited. They will not. I mean, you should always talk or start talking to someone by saying bonjour.
Even if you don't know French, just say good morning or
Yeah.
good afternoon. So the salutation is main here.
Yeah.
So do the salutation, and if you're leaving, say au revoir or au revoir,
Au revoir.
or say goodbye. Salutation is important. Language is okay to know, but it's not mandatory. Salutations are mandatory.
Be polite, be courteous. I think most of us are usually polite and courteous, but I think with French that goes a long way. Your politeness will be responded
I
with.
think in small cities, even like in Bareilly or Lucknow, or I was in Shimla, we have the courtesies. We follow there. But once we are in big cities, like we're in Bangalore or Delhi, those things have been left behind. But Paris or French people have maintained that.
Yeah. So that's one good thing about the French. There are a lot of good things about the French. So after the hotel,
And we will put the hotel and this Airbnb video together.
yes,
It will be a separate video where we'll put the overview of that hotel where we stayed in, this Airbnb review, and the where we are staying.
Passy Eiffel.
We are going to Provence.
Yeah. So in Provence, we have got a hotel, so we will put a video of that as well.
So that was separate video of stays.
So moving around Paris is, I think I told you there are three main kind of transport systems over there: metro, RER, and TGV. Um, so use metro. There's a lot of perception that there are a lot of pickpockets and robbers in
I was not going to metro for
metro.
first 2 days. I think I'll not go because I've heard so many that pickpockets are there and all that.
Luckily, we have not experienced it. Touch wood. We should not experience
We had
that.
the bags as well.
Yeah,
This
yeah. But you have to be
crossbody
you have
bags.
to be aware. Use those I don't know, fanny bags, or I don't know what do you call them. That bags that you, crossbody bags that you use to allow yourself secure. Be aware of your surroundings. Metro was not very crowded, even though it is July. You will always find space to stand. If you're coming from Bengaluru Metro, you will have plenty of space. So don't worry about that. You will just be rubbing shoulders with each other. And it's very walkable. If you don't want to do metro and you are in for some walking, then you can walk. It's very walkable.
I think we can make another video saying tips
Yeah.
for traveling to France, like where to stand on the elevator or how to that we can make a separate video.
So we'll do an etiquettes video.
Tips to survive in France.
Yeah, in Paris. Yeah.
Paris, France.
So after you have done traveling Paris and you want to explore other parts of France, you will need to take a TGV. TGV is called the Grand Vitesse. We took a TGV to come over here in Saint-Tropez. We stepped out at Cannes. So our TGV started from Paris, Gare de Lyon. Any train going to south of France originates from Gare de Lyon. That's one of the train stations. So it follows the entire circle from Marseille to Nice, Antibes, Cannes. We dropped down at Cannes because our Airbnb was closest to it.
And the below berth, that issue.
Yes. So TGVs are double decker. Even RERs are also double decker. Always prefer the upper deck.
Yes.
On lower, so you will think that the lower deck will be at the same level as we have in our trains, but it's at a lower level. So there's one median, upper and lower. So you are really low. Views are not very great from that train. So you will miss out all on the scenic beauty. So don't take lower berth. There is first class and second class. If you book very early, then you can get first class ticket at almost the second class price. So a trip from Paris to Nice is about 200 euro in second class if you book just one day or 15 minutes ago. But if you book like 3 months ago, you will get the first class in the same amount. First class seats are nice, but second class also we did not, there is no such problem with that. So we'll put a video about the trains. They have a bar as well where you can get some food and things like that. Yeah, trains are nice. Always take the top berth. The only problem will be you will have to carry your luggage to the top berth. There are designated places to keep your luggage in the train. And there's one at the start of the cabin and there's one at the end, or in the middle.
I'll put the video clips in the video.
Yeah. So we'll see it in the clips that will follow. So that is your TGV. You board from Paris and you step down at Cannes. Once you
washroom is clean, you have pantry there as well. So it's very well equipped. Better than I think if you're doing cab or many.
Once you're in south of France, you will face the heat.
No, it's very hot, very hot.
Yeah.
Hottest.
So I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. We decided to come in.
But do not choose to opt for walking and doing the sightseeing. You cannot do that.
Yeah, it is very hot. Cabs are very expensive over here. So for a 30-minute or 40-minute ride, it will cost you 50 euro, which translates to about 5,000 Indian rupees. We tried cab for a few days, then we opted for renting a car.
We rented a car from Cannes.
From Cannes, yeah. So there are a couple of renting
But
companies.
that also we heard that it's not
Yeah, yeah,
advisable to do to
Yeah.
rent a car. There will be problem in getting the license and all that. But we didn't face again.
yeah. So I think you will read a lot of videos where they're saying you need an international driving permit. I did not have an international driving permit. You just need your driving license in English.
That too, our driving license was
Yeah,
in
my driving
Hindi
license was
language.
in Hindi, so I just showed them an image of the um, driving license on the DigiLocker and your passport, and they will be happy to give you the car. France drives on the right, so you will have to get adjusted to it. But I think it's fairly simple.
They
There are
follow the rules very,
yeah,
very nicely, or what's the
yeah,
word?
yeah,
So there's a one car gap between two cars, and they give preference to the pedestrian. So if someone is walking or crossing the road, they will stop two cars, with two car space, and
yeah.
they give space to the walkers.
Yeah, they give preference to pedestrians. Also, if you're merging into a lane, the person who is on the lane is given priority. You cannot enter. So that is a different thing. You may see a space that you can enter, but just wait. See like 2, 3 car or 4, 5 car space, then enter. That's
Do not drink and drive.
do not drink and drive. That's I
Because
mean,
see, ambience is such,
yeah,
and
yeah,
resorts and everything, beaches are there.
yeah,
You will get the
yeah.
into.
So taking car is fairly simple. There are 3 or 4 car renting companies. 60 is one of the premium car renting companies. We went with it. We also went with full protection. The reason being, most of these car rental companies are very notorious to charge you extra money for any dent or small scratch that happens, and they will find that scratch. So the insurance is a little bit more expensive, but that gives you peace of mind, and I mean, you will end up paying that amount eventually. If you're taking a car for 6, 7 days, it will get some minor scratches or something. If it's not even by you, by others, or yeah, some dirt, stone flying off the road. So it's better to get insurance. It will increase the overall car rental cost by about 100%. So that is very steep, but I believe you will end up paying the same amount, or at least 50% or 30% of that amount when you return the car, if you're taking it for a longer period, when you're not a native European driver. So it's better to take insurance. I think that keeps it easier for you, but again, it's up to you. Traveling by foot is not recommended. It's very hot. This is not walkable Paris.
Even
You need a
the
car.
slopes are very steep. It's like Arunachal,
Yeah.
Uttarakhand, Himachal. That height is there. It's not a plateau. It's a full-fledged mountain.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, Airbnb is not in the city. They're not very good commute options from over here. You have to walk like 30 minutes, 35 minutes to
But
get a
cabs
bus.
do come here.
Cabs come here, but with a wait time of 30 minutes, and they charge you 5,000 rupees going one way.
But the view makes it. You can see it
Worth
in the
it.
video.
Yeah,
The view
yeah.
is just amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So,
We like whenever we're waking up or when we are saying the sunset, it's just
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah. So that is it, I think, in terms of traveling in Nice. We are still exploring this place, so we'll update you as we go. I think most of the places on the coast are within 5-hour drive, so you can drive to a place. Provence is a little bit far away, so we made a hotel booking over there. We're going to stay over there instead of traveling there and then coming back. That is recommended, actually.
And we are going to Paris again for
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah, we have a flight back from Paris, so we'll be traveling back to Paris again on TGV. And this time we'll have an upper deck, so we will show you how it looks from the upper deck, and you can compare how it looks between upper and lower deck. So,
So that was all about transportation and our stay. So this video, it will be kind of the first part of our France travel. The next set of videos will follow this video, where we will show you separately the Airbnb stays, the places around Paris, and the south of France places. So stay tuned for that. The videos will come in sequence, and follow us, subscribe us,
yeah.
join our community, follow us on Instagram as well. Until then, bye bye.
Bye.
Take
Take
care.
care.